Between March 23, 2020 to May 29, 2020, the FCT Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Response Team recorded an overwhelming number of 105 incidents, an average of 13 cases per week, up from 5 to 6 weekly incidents. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified an already deplorable crisis of sexual and gender-based violence as a result of the social distancing measures initiated during the early days of the pandemic. Some state and non-state actors are responding to this crisis in different ways, namely setting up of sexual assault referral centers across the country, the introduction of sexual offenders registers, and safe houses. We're about to head off to visit a private safe house here in the Federal Capital Territory, run by the Dorothy Njamanze Foundation. This safe house caters for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. For security reasons, we cannot tell you the exact location of this safe house because some of the survivors there are still hiding from their abusers. We arrive at a safe house, and the Executive Director, Dorothy Njamanze, takes us around the 10-bed facility where she says survivors of sexual and gender-based violence are accommodated to recover from trauma. The home was opened in August 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are 4 babies born to underage mothers who are currently taking shelter while trying to get justice.
If I'm given an appointment, either with the hospital or with the police, and I was told to come back tomorrow, it meant that I should go back to where? So the safe space is the to where we have handled.
However, a major challenge is getting these survivors reintegrated into society.
There's need for more deliberate support to help people transition from this phase, but because it doesn't make sense to send people from this safe space back to their abusers. It's just another round of abuse all over again.
Sexual and gender-based violence often disrupts the lives of victims and their families. The ripple effect is unprecedented.
My neighbor went to my house and raped my daughter. My daughter is 13 years old. The time my neighbor raped my daughter, he pregnant my daughter. So after we go court, a month my daughter delivered, go court. This man located in the place where we live. He now sent kidnap to come and kidnap my daughter and the baby. But God in heaven saved us 2 times.
The following day, we were at a sexual assault referral center in Buari on the outskirts of the FCT. The European Union-funded Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program, in collaboration with the Federal Capital Administration, established their Way to Sexual Assault Referral Center at Buari General Hospital. There are currently 29 sexual assault referral centers in 17 states and the FCT.
SACs range from services that can be provided directly from the SAC, ranges from the basic medical to up to prosecutorial. That is, you also have the legal representative there. We have facilities to access all these services.
Ngozi Emelogu holds yoga practice every Saturday for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence, as well as human rights defenders working around these issues. She says the yoga practice helps in healing trauma by improving the physical and mental well-being of survivors. As some of these survivors struggle to get on with their lives as best as they can, non-state actors who work in this field want government at all levels to provide a more humane and efficient response to sexual and gender-based violence. And a place to start would be the provision of more safe houses and holistic support for survivors. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.